Good morning. It is Sunday, August 26th. Yeah, August 26th. And here I am, back again, here to the YouTube. I'll hit subscribe below. I've just always wanted to say that, right? Look at my description below. If I put one in, I don't know. I can't remember for today. So today, I'm going to do our Path and Totems. When I introduce those to you yesterday, 2 decks here by Jamie Sams, the medicine cards, and the Sacred Path cards. You see I have the medicine cards. I added the little sticker myself. See, another one you can see I've had quite a while. I use it quite a bit. Love these cards. Love, love, love. And then these were another ones by her, the Sacred Path cards by Jamie Sams. Again, this one's not as old. And these cards are so thin. So very thin. That's why I could shuffle them in together. It's like half the size of this. Look at that. We got Totem in that already. So if that means anything to you, right? 7 and 8. What? Woman medicine, that release of that woman medicine. Because we need to release that divine feminine. Divine masculine's been in charge for too long. We need that balance. It's not one or the other. So, and then this is the workbook that comes with these Sacred Path cards, which is very cool. See, again, pretty tattered up. I did actually get this one secondhand, but I don't have put in my readings and stuff. So this is very sacred. And there's different types of spreads and stuff to do in there, like the Eagle spread, Higher Visions. We have like TP spreads and stuff to put what's the lessons going through your home and things like that. If you're interested maybe in seeing something like that, maybe I can do a general reading with those. I don't know. When I say reading, it's not really a reading. I just don't know another word for it, right? You know, not to put anybody else down out there because, you know, hey, everybody has a purpose and everybody's purpose is meant to be here, right? Nobody is better or worse than the other. We all click. We all have different vibes, right? Don't we all have different clicks, different people? So what's our path and totem for today? There's some guidance today to help us to bring us back to our center. And to look, if we're having a problem, to say, what isn't the lesson in this today? Maybe there's this general lesson that if we can't figure it out, maybe there's this higher thing going on. When we say sacred path, well, your life, you know, your earth walk is your sacred path. You know, that's your lifetime on this earth. Well, whatever path you walk becomes sacred because you're on it. It's your path. If you are a sacred being, we're all sacred beings. So, sacred beings, what's our path and totem for today? Okay. Alright, that sounds good right there. Sounds. Maybe. Okay. I'm going to hold them up like this to pick the card, and then that way if you see anything else in there that is calling to you, maybe it has a message for you, I'm going to go for today. Which one is calling today? Oh, this one. This one's truth as protection. Okay, put that down there. And who is the totem? The animal walking with us to help us clearly see the truth and use that truth as our protection. How about this guy right here, the spider. We had 43 earlier, right, to make sacred. And our top and bottom, which you have seen, but I have not. The trickster, coyote, also playful, innocence. Story in there goes, he fools himself. And there we have the moose, the self-esteem, right? Being confident in yourself. Because a moose, hey, a moose will go up against a transport truck. Like, moose is not afraid. Find that moose in you, right? Because we can trick ourselves thinking that, oh, we are less than, or, you know, oh, maybe this isn't for me, it's for somebody else, right? We fool ourselves. We trick ourselves. We're our biggest tricksters, right, for what we tell ourselves. So we need to be clear on that and tap into that moose inside of us all, right? Moose inside of us all. So, there wasn't a path card for the tops and bottoms there. Right, so, well, look at that. Truth as protection. See, we just told you the truth there. Okay, you are who you are. That's the truth, right? Don't be afraid of who you are, right? Because we trick ourselves. So if we don't see that truth and stand firm in who we are, right? We can fool ourselves. We also need to laugh at ourselves too and see how we've tricked ourselves, right? That's the truth. The truth. We fooled ourselves. Ah ha ha ha. Okay, that was the steamroller. I've been trying to decide whether I should read the stories of these to you or not. Actually, Coyote's got a really funny story, but maybe we'll get to that after. And we'll talk about Spider and Arrow today. Maybe a 10-minute wouldn't be too bad, right? Because I noticed yesterday I was explaining, could have explained a lot more, those lessons, right? So, how does this apply to you today, right? The truth is protection. The truth of who you are. The truth of what we sacrificed. The truth of what we've told ourselves, the webs we weave. But it's also like a spider weaves that web to catch its nutrients in its suppers, right? So sometimes if we're too busy weaving that web or, fixing that little hole we think or trying to perfect it, we might miss what we've caught on the outer edges of our web. Might miss those opportunities, those morsels, right? And it gives them a chance to not get away, but, you slip out or fall through or something, right? So it's being aware of what's in your web, being aware. We tell ourselves, right? And always weave your web with truth. Because we can get tangled, right? Oh, the webs we weave, right? It's always being truthful. Let me go 1, 2, 3, 4, but it's kind of backwards there, isn't it? In order. Right? So listen to that part. Should we read these stories, I think, eh? Language. A lot of that I stand for truth myself, right? So he's come up for myself a lot. Read the story. Okay. Let's start with the arrow. Truth is protection. So I'll read it from the workbook. It's a little bit shorter. Should I read you the whole story? Well, you let me know. You want the whole story? You let me know. Okay? This is one version of it. Depending on where you go, right, you get different legends and stories. So the attributes, right? So we have the attributes: walking your truth, honoring your integrity, seeing truth in all things, using your truth in a good way, not needing to defend who or what you are or what you know. And I've underlined that I explain lots of myself. And there's no need to explain. No need to defend. And to say, I'm not defending, is actually defensive, right? So, it's a tricky one in there. Honoring the ideals of brotherhood and sisterhood. We are all related. Brother, sister, trees, Here's our brothers as well. Brothers and sisters in the animal kingdoms, right? The challenges. Fearing that you do not know your own truth. Be the truth of who you are, right? That's their protection of being who you are, right? And we create ourselves, really. We choose who we're going to be. We always have a choice, always. Giving advice you don't follow yourself. Ooh. Fearing to speak your truth. Owning your mistakes by not always having to be right. Refusing to be honest. Allowing others their truth. So it's a challenge to allow others their truth because it might be different from yours. And even if it's about you, right? What people think about you is none of your business. I know it's a hard one for me too, but it's true, right? I love when my mother says opinions are like assholes and everybody's got one. I don't need to see everybody's asshole, so I don't need to know everybody's opinion. Okay? They can keep that to themselves. All right? If we think of it that way, maybe it helps a little. I don't know. That's for you, right? Truth is protection. You have your own truth, right? We all do. And then there's the universal truths, right? That's fine. So allowing others their truth. Protecting yourself by compromising your integrity. Never do that. I've done that lots in my life, and I tell you, I do not feel good from it. No, and then because you go against yourself. and that truth of who you are. Now you get tangled up and caught in your own webs. So, should we read the rest? Now I'm on 10 minutes now. Okay? I've already passed the 10-minute mark. Just those? Okay. If you have chosen the arrow card, you are being asked to review the people in your life that you feel connected to in a loyal and committed way. Look at the beauty of each of them and notice what type of example they set as role models for you. This is the beginning of developing the sense of family that will support your warrior nature. In looking at the beauty of others and being willing to receive the lessons they impart just by being who and what they are, there is no longer any need for jealousy or envy, because we're all needed here. We're all unique expressions. So we honor each individual as such. We're not meant to be the same. Though we are, but we're not, right? Made of the same stuff in different concoctions or different mixtures, whatever, you know. I know, you know. Deep down, we all know. We're all connected. Another message of Arrow card is that no matter how great the struggle of any challenge, your warrior nature has the strength to meet and conquer obstacles. When you feel as your last ounce of energy is gone, you can call upon the medicine of a brother or sister who has bested a similar situation by using truth. And in doing so, feel their strength and integrity enter your heart to aid you. If Arrow is bringing a time of self-examination, you may wish to ask yourself some of the following challenging questions. Which point to using truth is your protection? Which point to using truth is your protection? Excuse me, I kind of got stuck in the reading there. Where's the periods and the commas? What does that mean? Okay, anyways. Have I aimed straight and true in my opinions, decisions, or goals? Do I sense a lack of brotherhood or sisterhood in my life presently? Has competition stopped me from seeing the value of others? And is it therefore stifling my natural desire to make true bonds of friendship? Am I being honest with myself and others in my present situation? Do I have the courage to stop criticizing others? Can I honor the paths of others that choose? Can I honor the paths that others choose without insisting that my way is better? Has my self-importance made me believe that I cannot learn from others in a loving and constructive way? Arrow may be asking you to do something that will call for bravery on your part. Completing a task might allow you to walk your truth and find a new side of your warrior spirit. The satisfaction of knowing that you did something that you might have not believed was possible before can bring forth the best of your gifts. It may be time to acknowledge those gifts so that they may be used again in the future. Arrow may be calling you to put yourself out in the world. Here I am, hello, by following the truth of the warrior within. This chance could be entering a new career. Becoming a single parent, yeah, I'm here. Opening your own business, doing that. Sharing your hidden feelings with others, using your healing abilities, or doing a multitude of other things. The truth you hold is the reflection of your heart's greatest desire. And your heart's greatest joy. It didn't say desire, I just added that in there. So the truth you hold is the reflection of your heart's greatest joy. When you follow the heart, when you follow your heart, you follow your truth. When you ignore the truth, your heart naturally cries. You are setting a trap for yourself. Oh, Coyote does that lots, right? We trip up ourselves all the time. Okay, you're setting a trap for yourself. The self can lose sight of the original target when the joy of the heart's truth is not present, making the arrow fall short of the goal every time. Arrow warns us not to take on the projections of others when their confusion is present. Arrow teaches us to be connected to the heart of the warrior self, who is willing to take action in bringing the truth to light, even when they hurt. The warrior within sees how and why the truth can heal. In all cases, Arrow is calling upon your deepest well of inner strength and courage so that faith in your growth process can be restored by the truth that lives within you. Unhindered by deceptions. When you feel as if the world is presenting you with conflicts that are too heavy to carry, Arrow is your reminder to aim higher, to seek and find the hidden side of your warrior nature, and then use it to honor the truth inside your heart. Whoa, whoa. Okay, so we're gone over 15 minutes. That was the Arrow truth. So take out of that what resonates with you. I know I got lots from that too, right? And we'll do a quick reading of Spider here 43, because how can we read that? So I'm not going to go into reading those ones, but I'll read the two main ones coming up. And I won't do it every time. So if we have it, I'll say the story was, if I remember, who knows? I don't know, but we're going with the flow, so I'm not going to get ahead of myself here. Right now, right here, in this space, that's the truth. I'm here right now. Now, here. I'm not in the future, so I can only deal with now. So we have Spider. Spider is weaving, right? Spider weaving webs of delight, weave me a peaceful world. Yes, please. Carrying creation in your web, waiting to be unfurled. What if I hold this up as I'm reading? Okay, so you can see. Spider wove the web that brought humans the first picture of the alphabet. Ooh, where we go? The letters were part of the angles of her web. Deer asked Spider what she was weaving and why all the lines looked like symbols. Spider replied, "Why, dear, it is time for Earth's children to learn to make records of their progress in their Earth walk." Deer answered Spider, "But they already have pictures that show through symbols the stories of their experiences." "Yes," said Spider, "but Earth's children are growing more complex, and their future generations will need to know more. The ones to come won't remember how to read the petroglyphs." So it was that Spider wove the first primordial alphabet as she had woven the dream of the world and had become manifest. Spider's dream of the physical world has come to fruition millions of years before. Spider's body is made like the number 8, consisting of 2 lobe-like parts connected at the waist and 8 legs. Spider is the symbol for infinite possibilities of creation. Her 8 legs represent the 4 winds of change in the 4 directions in the medicine wheel. Spider weaves the webs of fate for those who get caught in her web and become her dinner. This is similar to humans who get caught in the web of illusions in the physical world and never see beyond the horizons into the other dimensions. The web of fate also represents a wheel of life, which does not include any alterations or solutions. Alternatives or solutions, okay. The web of fate also represents a wheel of life, which does not include any alternatives or solutions. Okay, let's read this correctly now. Maybe it meant something the other way. It is typically human to get caught in the polarity of good or bad fortune without realizing that we can change it at any time. If we can't change what's going on, we can always change our mind. If we are not decisive enough about changing our lots in life, we may end up being consumed by our fears and limitations, which we put on ourselves. Spider is the female energy of the creative force that weaves the beautiful designs of her life. Her web has hundreds of intricate patterns which catch the morning dew. If Spider has dropped from her web into your cards today, she may be telling you to create, create, create. Look for new alternatives to your present impasse. She can also be warning you that you are coming too close to an entangling situation. Spider could be asking you to use a journal to write out and review your progress. If you do this, you will not forget how you are creating a new or different phase in your life. How you are creating it. Spider brings a message of a different kind when she sees you becoming a bit too involved in the weaving of your life plans to notice opportunity at the outskirts of your web. If this is the case, spider gets your attention so that you notice that something you have woven has borne fruit. Congratulations! Spider caught you just in time before you missed the opportunity on the edge of your web or reality. The most important message from Spider is that you are an infinite being who will continue to weave the patterns of life and living throughout time. Do not fail to see the expansiveness of the eternal plan. Now here we have the contrary. Now I keep my deck shuffled upright, so they shuffled upright, so they don't often come up contrary, but I read both anyway so that you can feel that where that's gone contrary in you. So the contrary, so this would be if Spider had come out this way, or maybe you're seeing it flipped, I don't know. The contrary aspect of Spider is akin to the negative side of woman. Spider will eat her mate if she gets too caught up in herself to see the validity of honoring male energy. The warrior at her side is a strong balancing force. If you have become disdainful of your mate, male or female, and have felt superior recently, you are not honoring either your male or your female side. If you are not presently in a relationship, you may have chosen a member of your family or a workmate to harass. This type of negative criticism only breaks down relations and is a reflection of something you hate about yourself. Always, they're reflections of something in us that we're denying or suppressing or, don't like to deal with. So, it's something about yourself. If you're trying to feed your ego in this manner, you have lost the game. You're entangled in the web of your own illusions about who you really are. It may be time to look at why you are being critical and why you are feeling so weak that you must attack others. If this does not apply to your situation, take a look at another message that contrary spider medicine brings: lack of creativity. If you fail to use your talents to get the web spinning, your lack of creativity can change into destructiveness. If you are feeling stagnant and unable to move in a positive direction, you may come to resent others who are doing well. This resentment will become a black widow spider and eat you up. And the only one to mourn your demise will be you. Get moving. Find joy and new ideas in the accomplishments of others and use them to propel you into a new phase of creative spinning on your own web of delight. Observe Spider's web and find pleasure in the ideas you receive from her universal language. Ahaw, Miigwech. Miigwech Spider. Miigwech to you. Much love. Big heart hugs. Have a fabulous day. Let me know what you think down there. I think we're going to cut it off there. Thank you. Peace.